Hello everybody, it's Pavo and welcome back to ZooCrafting. So I've got lots to get done today, so I've created a to-do list using the clipboard from the BiblioCraft mod. And I'll show you what's on there and I'll explain what each of them are very quickly before we go ahead and do them. So the first thing on the list is egg collector, and I have a chicken coop in the garden that I need to create a gather items block for. So that's the first thing on the list. The second thing is I need to cook food because I very quickly run out of food and I seem to be surviving off apples at the moment. Then the third thing that I've wanted to do for a while is to brew some wine, and I will be using the grapes from the maple tree mod that I've also got growing in the garden. Then we have Move Workshop, and this is probably going to take a bit more time than I'd like to, so I don't know whether I will record it in this episode, but my workshop upstairs is too small for all the blocks and machines that are in it, so I'm going to be moving it downstairs into this room here that doesn't really have a purpose yet, so I thought I might as well. Okay, and then the penultimate thing is name and tame sheep, and you'll see there's a sheep over there that he's been there for quite a while. I actually don't think it's a he, it's a sheep, so I think it's female, but then again, you can breed the sheep and you get baby sheep, so you never know, but I was going to tame that sheep, dye it blue, the lapis blue, the dark blue, and take it over to the research centre so we can start with bringing back all the disco sheep again. And they will soon be arriving at the zoo. They are currently travelling across the world. I don't know what adventures they're going on, but I'm sure we'll soon find out. Okay, then the last thing on the list is squicking, and well, I've needed a lot of ink sacs to make things like books and to dye different planks and things, and I haven't got any, so I was thinking that I could go over to Seri's house, and I'm sure she wouldn't mind if I nabbed one of her cloned squicking because she has so many of them. So I might do that a bit later on, but we'll get started with the things on the to-do list. I'm not going to do them in any particular order, probably just the order of how easy they are to do. So I'm going to head down into the basement and I'm going to grab some things like some vegetables. I've already got some courgettes and some cucumbers on me, and I did want to do some things with the maple tree vegetables, but they involve some crazy complex recipes that... Oh, let's click the recipe actually. They involve some crazy complex recipes that I can't actually do right now because I'm missing half the ingredients. So we're going to have to go with some more simple HarvestCraft recipes. So I'm going to make some garden soup, and to make garden soup you need two different vegetables. Well, they don't have to be different vegetables, but two vegetables, and you also need some stock, and to make stock you need some chest. What on earth? I don't... What? Spooky. The chest that I need is like open. That is odd. But I'm going to take some bones because you need the bones to make the stock, and I'm going to head upstairs. I will grab the pot off my shelf and I'll open up this crafting station, and to make the stock you just put in the pot and the bones and we'll get some lovely stock. And then that goes back in with some courgettes and some cucumbers and we make 4 garden soup, because we don't actually have many green vegetables in the garden. We have a lot of the maple sapling vegetables, but none of the HarvestCraft ones, so I'm going to have to wait. I guess we could go and we can make some bread as well, because I'm sure we've got a lot of wheat. Yeah, we do, we've got a lot of wheat, so I'm going to grab this and I'll go over here and we'll just make some bread. 12 pieces of bread, I'm sure that will do us. So we can cross this off, and I think the next thing we're going to do is we're going to brew the wine. So let's just make a bit of room. I'm going to toss some of these things in here. Let's put the rapeseed, the radish. I guess we could put the wheat and the bones back because we're not going to be using those. In fact, let's put all of this stuff back. I'm going to keep the apples on me just in case we do run out of food. I don't think that will happen today, but just in case. Okay, and we can turn that off now. Yep. So, to make wine, I needed some ale yeast, and you get that by just putting apples in here. So I'll take those out. And then I have to mix them with grapes. Now, which one would the grapes be in? It would probably be in fruit. That makes the most sense. So, I then need 2. Let's see. I need to turn this into fermented grapes. So I need 3 grapes, a bucket, and ale yeast. And if I recall correctly, I have a bucket on me. It should be in here. I do. So, let's take these both out. I'm going to get rid of the water in here by turning it into HarvestCraft water. And then I will open this bench over here. Put in the 2 buckets, put in 3 grapes and the ale yeast. And that will give us fermented grape times 2. And I think all we do is just right click on this barrel. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. Yes, we do. And we can check how long it takes, or how long it's been brewing. So it says brewing barrel past 0 days, type young wine. So I think we have to wait 3 days. Let's actually check wine. How would I find it? Is it this one? Yeah. Oh, it takes 4 days. So I've got to wait 4 days for this to brew correctly. So that's another thing we can cross off the to-do list. We've brewed the wine. Okay, now the egg collector. I went out and I smelted some iron in the last episode, so I've got a few ingots now. So we need to make a hopper, I think it is, and we need some of the maple chips. Now where are the maple chips kept? They're kept here. So, I'm all over the place. Let's see. Gather items. And it requires, yeah, a hopper, and I make that by doing that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have a hopper. And then, like this, was it? Was there something in the middle? Oh, no, it's not like that at all. It's like, oh, this. Like that. There we are. And we've got the gather items block. And I'm going to take it up and put it in the garden with the chickens. So we'll open the window, we'll close the window. And I did change the roof slightly just because I think it looks a bit better like this. I've also added the little wooden trim to fit with the rest of the garden, and also because someone suggested that I could just right click the blocks with the wheat and it would give it this wheat overlay, so I did that and I think that's cool. Now I don't think I'm going to be able to put this gather items block inside the chicken coop unless I put it right here. And I guess it doesn't look too bad. I don't like the flickering, so I might have to get rid of that bit of... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I've just completely destroyed the chicken coop. So I'm going to have to fix that very quickly. Oh my gosh. And I'm sorry if you can hear the dogs barking in the background. They are very noisy. But yeah, let's just fix this very quickly. And we'll place that on top. There we are. That should do it, and I mustn't forget to actually put the eggs in the egg sorter so that they pick up the eggs. I think this is a good size, 6. We might increase it just slightly. I think this is not that wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I guess 6 would have been okay, but and the interval is fine. Okay, so let's just test this out by throwing some eggs on the floor. We'll wait to see if they get picked up. Are they going to get picked up? Yes, they will, and they're in there. That's awesome. So that's another thing we can cross off. The egg collector. Now, move the workshop. That's going to take quite a while, so I'm going to leave that for the moment. And something that someone suggested, I can't remember your name, I'm so sorry, but that I can actually put the melon and the pumpkin crops into the crops from... What is this mod called again? I can't remember. I think it's AgriCraft. And I do like it how it takes up less space. Like, the pumpkins work perfectly because you just get 1 block of pumpkin from it. But the melons, they only give you 1 slice of melon. So it's a bit disappointing. So I might replace all the pumpkins with this, but not the melons, because this is not a good outcome. Getting 1 melon from... It's ridiculous. And how do I break these again? Was it with an axe? I think the pumpkins were with an axe. I think the melons were with a sword. But I don't have one of those on me, so just have to break it with my fists. So we'll just pick those up. Okay, and now, what I'm going to do is, what's next on the to-do list? Apart from move the workshop, name and tame the sheep. So that sheep that is wandering out the front of my house, I'm going to dye lapis blue, and I'm going to name it Blueberry. And I will take it over to the research center, pop him in the lab so we can do a bit of research. And so let's see, we need to grab some lapis so we can dye it. I can put these maple chips back because I'm not going to be using these again. And possibly the grapes as well. I'm gonna toss all these in here because I'm not going to need them right now. And the melons and the pumpkins. And I guess the hay bale as well. We don't need that. Okay, so I need to make a, well, I was going to make a leash, but I don't think I've got enough string. I don't, so I might have to just lure him over with some wheat, which might be a bit tricky, but we'll give it a go. So I'm going to take some of this wheat with me. I'll take a whole stack, might as well. I might use it. I'm not sure what I'd use it for, but who knows? Oh, I better eat something as well. Let's eat some of this bread. And we'll head out here. And I don't have enough string to make a name tag either, so I'm going to have to do that a bit later as well. I really need to get some Spanish moss, and I have some of that growing in the garden. So we're going to dye you blue. You look like a blueberry already. And let's see, will you follow me? Yes, you will. So let's see if we can take you to the research centre without attracting any other wildlife. It seems to be a tiger over there that looks like it wants to eat you, but we should be good as long as you stay close to me. And as long as you don't come across any scorpions. So thank goodness it's daytime. Let's just check. Are you going to follow me? Yes, you are. I can't actually see where I'm going when I do this though, and I'm stuck. But yeah, let's go. And past the sheep. I think the goat... No, they're goats. Past the goats. What am I on about? You're a sheep. Are you stuck? Come on, we can do it. I promise you, you will get some of this wheat as soon as we get to the research centre. It's not too far away, but we have to take a bit of a detour around the side. Oh my gosh, we have a cow as well. I think next we're gonna stumble across the chocobo that seemed to be all around my research centre. There was already a sheep here. I'm sorry, we've got the blue one. The blue one is special. I don't actually think we need any more disco sheep. I think we have all the colours so far. Maybe? I don't know. I can't actually remember. But I'm sure they will be back soon. Okay, let's try to get through the gate. I don't want this white one. I want the blue one. I don't want this cow either. And it's raining. Could this day get any worse? Oh my gosh. Come on, sheep. Okay, let's see if we can. Yeah, stay over there. Stay over there. We don't need you. And you, cow, as well. And we'll push you. We'll push you in. I've got to open the door. I think the cow's wandering in anyway. Yes, yes, yes. Ha! Did we do it? We did it! Okay, and we'll bring you in here. And I'll show you some changes that I've done in here as well. So yesterday when I put the pipes up on the wall, I didn't actually put the power pipes up, so none of the power could go through them, so the machines wouldn't have worked. So I've fixed them now, and I guess if you just want to sit down on one of these laboratory chairs, that would be good. I don't know if you can do that. I'm sure you can because the sheep at my old place did that. There you are. You can have a bit of wheat, and if you just pop on up. These are custom chairs that I panelled using the BiblioCraft mod. I've added in a crafting station here, and finally I realised that I didn't have any of the dinosaur mod machines, like the cultivator and the analyzer. Let's see, which mod was it from? Fossils? I can't remember what this... Yeah, these things, the analyzer and the culture vats. I want to build the lab downstairs so that I can fit all those things in, and I want to make it similar to my old house where I had like the room sectioned in two with a glass wall, and you like look in to see all the culture vats and things and all the embryos going around in those. So that's why I built this, and I'll be continuing it in the future, probably after the next exhibit that I build, and it's not too late to vote on that if you want to. I'll leave the straw poll in the description again, and at the moment the panda exhibit is winning, and I'm actually looking forward to building that. I want to build it with a oriental garden, and I'm thinking that I might build it somewhere up here, like where these trees are, in this like nice sort of rounded area, like bounded by the river, And if it was the giraffe barn, though it probably won't be, because I didn't realise that Seri was building a giraffe barn, and you probably won't want to see two Zoocrafters building the same thing so close to each other. But if I were to build the giraffe barn, I'd build it down here next to the elephants, because I want to separate my zoo into zones. Some place that I do have reserved for a future exhibit though is this area down here, this island bounded by the river. And what I want to build here is a new and improved Swan Lake Cafe. It's not much of a lake, it's sort of more like a river, but I'm sure we could figure something out, maybe expand it. But I won't discuss that right now because that's probably going to be in the far, far future once we've got the zoo up and running and we have a few more buildings, and probably even when we have the staff interns coming back. So I think we're done in here. I'm actually going to leave a bit of this wheat in this crafting station for Blueberry if he/she. I'm still not sure what your gender is, but I'm just going to assume you're a female because I like thinking that all the disco sheep are female. Because they are sheep, and we do have rams, and the rams live in the Twilight Forest. Where are you going? I don't have the wheat on me anymore. Blueberry? Where are you going? Do you want to go outside? Is that why? Or have you come up to do a bit of reading? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. If only I could speak to sheep. If only I knew what you were saying. Okay, so let's leave here now. I was going to say we have that checked off, but I've already named it and I've already tamed it. Now, I was going to say we could go and get the squick in, but I feel a bit rude, like going over to Seri's place and just stealing one of her quills, even though she has many different copies of them. So I'm thinking that maybe I could take her a written book or something, and maybe some gifts, though I don't currently have much to give away. I gave away all my flowers and things, so I'm going to have to figure something out. And you may notice that there is a chest on my roof, and I'm not going to go and explain what's in the chest, but if you watched Series 1 of ZooCrafting when I did my tour, I had a similar chest on the roof of my house, and it seems to have made a reappearance here. So what am I doing? What am I doing now? I think we would go ahead and move the workshop, but that'd be a bit boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if we can make a book. Let's take this sugarcane and we'll take a bit of leather. I was also told that I could make leather by using rotten flesh on one of the maple tree hot plate things, so I'll probably be doing that in the future because I have a lot of rotten flesh. So let's just go ahead and we'll make this book. 3 paper and leather, oops, and then we need a feather and an ink sac. And so we've got feathers, and I do actually have some ink sacs here because I went and I traded with some villagers for them. So let's put these in here. Ink sac, feather, book and quill. Okay, so I'm just going to pause the video for a moment while I write a message to Seri, asking if I could please have one of her squick in. So here we are, I've written the book, it's called Question Please, and I'll just read it out to you. It says, "Hello Seri, I hope you're doing well. Well, as you know what happens in my old house, and I lost all my animals, I was wondering if it would be possible to get another clone of Quill. I noticed that your squickin, have once again multiplied, but I felt it was a bit rude to come and take one without asking. I didn't quite realise how great a source of ink sacs he was until I had him no more. I don't know if you want anything in return. Something to help out with your giraffes perhaps? Just let me know. See you soon, from Pavo." And I've also decided that I'll give her some lapis and some goldenrods because those flowers are really very pretty and I think she'll appreciate them. I was also tempted to give her some of this wine because it is fermented, but that's probably not the greatest decision. So I'm going to head over to Seri's house, we'll pop these in her mailbox, and then I think we'll end the episode. So I'll just do this very quickly. I don't know if Katrina, we really need to do something with Katrina. And if we don't soon, I think I might go and give her to Ben because I feel bad that she seems to always be in that corner doing nothing, just slowly consuming the entire world's population of sugar. But let's just do this. We'll go over here. We'll go... where is Seri's place? Seri's house in Zombie Village. I will just wait for this to load. It's quite odd because normally I'm not laggy when I teleport to other people's places, but today I seem to be. She also seems to have mail already, so I won't disturb that. I'm not even going to look at it, but let's place this in. So question please, and then I'll cover this in lapis and the golden rods. I don't know if we're going to have enough to completely surround that. Ah, we did, and we had one spare. And then, yeah, I think we'll leave that as it is. I think it's good. Hopefully she'll get back to us soon. Sari's always very busy, so yeah, I think I'm going to end the episode here, right outside Sari's house. I think that's a great place to do it. So, as always, the code is on screen, and I keep forgetting that she has that sign there. I really should get around to making some more of those signs. It was really quite fun to do. 3D pixel art, it's cool. So I'll see you all in the next episode. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Goodbye!